when Keith Jarrett is like in front of an audience, it just feels like you are, it feels like either you're not there or he's not there. I think my parents played Keith Jarrett all the time at home, and that really struck a chord, I guess. Keith Jarrett plays the piano incredibly well, much better than I ever will. And he started, I guess, playing with Miles Davis. And then started doing a series of, I guess, improvised concerts. I guess when I went to my first concert, when I was like 15, I think, it turns out that that concert was recorded, and it's the live in Carnegie Hall. And what struck me in that first concert that I saw of him is that he literally just sits down at the piano, says a couple of things about George Bush, you know, and then starts improvising, you know, playing standards, and then also just improvising and doing his own kind of twist on you know, what is on his mind, I guess. And I remember there's one song, one of the encores is something that I listened to over and over again. Let me just play for a second. I remember not understanding a lot of it, which was also exciting, because sometimes it's just like music that is quite difficult to follow, but that's what makes the moments that are, you know, followable really exciting. Well, what's so special about Keith Jarrett and the way that he delivers is that he's a master, I feel, at giving just what is in his mind. I mean, and that's the stage that we all aspire to get to, where it's like, these are the sounds I'm listening to here. Keith Jarrett is able to do that because he's technically perfect at the piano, and I don't think I'll ever get to that stage ever, and not with anything really. And I think it's so humbling to see someone being able to literally just have an idea and say it. It's basically like getting so close to, it's basically music getting the closest to language as possible, you know? Right now I'm talking and it's like just what I'm saying is coming out, like what I'm thinking is coming out, right? And it's very hard to do that with an art form. I think, you know, when you hear Keith Jarrett singing completely off on top of his music, you just see a type of honesty there that's kind of incredible. If anything, it adds to the emotional resonance because he can do something with the piano that he, you know, can't really do with the voice. And yet it's all coming out of him. It's just, you know, he's just feeling a certain way and he can't control it. If you're basically improvising, it's kind of, you're searching, you know, in a way, you're like really searching for something. Maybe not, maybe that's not what he thinks at all, but to me, it's, when you're improvising, you don't know where you're gonna go next, and therefore you're trying to search for a path. When things really clicked for me in terms of having structure for the actual stuff that I was improvising is when I realized, and this is a stupid thing to realize, but I realized that there are scales, right? And there's like patterns that work together. And then there's this Ethiopian scale. The scale itself is already so beautiful that you kind of can't go wrong with it. It's literally just, even that chord, you know? It's an amazing chord, it's a beautiful chord. My love for Ethiopian music and me figuring that out was like at the same time, and that gave me so much hope. Wow, that's all I need to know right now. A lot of Mulatu Stadke's bass lines are like just really simple, you know, and then like, you know, like, and then I was making electronic music at the time, so I was just like, that's the bass, and it's like kick, you know, like, dun, 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 and then pads, you know, like, and then it's like, it's usually like, the Ethiopian patterns are like, that's actually wrong because there's an F there, but. And it's like, it was like quite simple to understand that when I was young. It was like, oh, here are the notes, here's the rhythm, and this is what the bass is doing. And so that was so helpful, I think, at the beginning for me, because it's very daunting to start an instrument, you know? And then, but once you know, like you understand what you like, then you can just do that forever. I mean, I remember when I was young, I was like, just playing these things over and over again, just like